Hey, I'm YogiDonaldo, your octogenarian yogi.
In these videos, I'll share what I've learned over the years about yoga's ethics, its philosophy, its poses, its breath work, and meditation.
May we be protected together, may we be nourished together, may we create strength together, may our work together bring spiritual awakening, and may there be no disharmony among us. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. People, including this instructor, have been injured doing yoga. As we age, recovery from injury takes longer and means time away from our practice. Consult with your doctor and work within your abilities. Feel free to skip any poses that you feel are beyond your ability at this point. Remember, check the lesson plans at the end, pause, copy, and print for your use. Hey, and namaste. Today we're going to do a class that I think we would call a warrior class, mainly some standing poses. We're going to begin warming up our bodies with what I like to do, moving through my whole body, getting everything moving, joints, muscles, so loosening up the joints, warming up the muscles. That's basically what we're going to begin doing, and then we'll do some standing poses. For the class, we're going to use chairs, blocks, a strap, maybe a blanket if, folded blanket if that is comfortable for you. So let's begin. And for some people who are a little shorter legged than I am, you want your feet to be touching the floor, so you can use your blocks as sort of raise your feet up. Since I don't need them, I'm not going to use it. Okay, so let's begin sitting comfortably. As you see, I'm sitting with my back away from the chair, or about so far away. To help strengthen my back, shoulders back, head balanced, hands resting on the backs of my hands resting on my thighs, and I always like to bring my thumb and index finger together. Adds another little element of mindfulness to the practice. Let our eyes come closed and just survey the body quickly, looking for those tension places, letting them go. And we'll take a nice long inhale. And a slow exhale. Inhaling. And a slow exhale. Relaxing your shoulders, neck, jaw. Inhaling. And exhaling. Now with our next normal inhale, and then the exhale will release the head and neck. Let the chin come in toward the chest. Try and keep the shoulders back. And with our inhale, we'll bring the head up and let it move as far back as is comfortable. Exhaling, chin to chest. Inhaling back. And we're going to do that 3 more times. Moving with our breath. Staying relaxed in the shoulders, neck, jaw. With our inhale, we'll rebalance the head. And with the next exhale, tilt your head right ear toward the right shoulder. Stretch that left side of the neck. Inhaling center and exhale other side. And right. And left. Three more each side. And when the head comes back to center, we'll stay there. Leveling the head, checking our posture and our alignment. And with our next exhale, we'll rotate our heads to the right, keeping head and eyes level. Bring them as far to the right as you can, staying relaxed. Three more breaths, continuing to pull the head around. Inhale center, and 5 breaths the other side. Inhaling center. Now we'll drop the arms alongside, draw the shoulders back, float the arms out to shoulder height, palms up, and then reach on overhead. Interlacing the fingers, flip the palms up, and press up through the inverted palms as you stretch up out of the shoulders. Try and have the arms as nearly aligned with the ears as you can, and the arms as nearly parallel to each other as you can. And then we'll do a side bend to the right. And we're going to hold for 5 breaths. Try not to let that right arm drop. Keep both arms active. And center, and other side. Try and keep that top arm rolled back. It wants to roll forward. And back to center. Release, arms out to the sides, palms up. Exhaling, fingertips to shoulders. Inhale, elbows back. Exhaling together in the front. Opening with the inhale and closing with the exhale. Move slow and deliberately. And this time we're going to keep the elbows together. One more breath. And on an inhale, open the arms to the front. Exhale, rotate the palms out. Inhaling up. And keeping the palms up. We'll move to eagle arms, right arm crossing the left. Fold the arms and palms together. Cross the elbows if that works for you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Release, and left over right. Again, cross elbows if that works. Release. Some little shoulder wiggles. Then we'll give ourselves a hug. Hands reaching around for the scapula, your shoulder blades. And then other arm on top. Release. And now I'm going to move I'll use the second chair here. Bring my both feet up on the chair, so I'm sitting on one, I have my feet on the other chair. Sit up nice and tall, and as you exhale, hinge at the hips. Try and keep the back in neutral, coming as far down as your body lets you. Inhaling back up. And I'm going to place the other foot in front. Sitting tall. Exhaling. Inhaling back up. And now I'm going to move this chair back a bit so that I can extend my legs. And then I'm going to do the head to knee pose. Bring one foot in against my inner thigh. And if your knee doesn't bend that well, and I know some people who've had knee surgery that might not work so well. Just let your foot be wherever is comfortable, whatever seems to work for you. Basically what we want to do is to bring this foot in as closely as we can in toward the groin, and this the other leg extended and active. Active means all the muscles that you can engage are engaged, including in the foot, and the toes are pointing back toward you. Stretch up and hinge forward. Try and keep that spine from rounding and come as far down as your body allows. That's 5 breaths. I'm going to take another 5. And inhale back up and switch. Stretch up on the inhale, hinge with the exhale. Try and relax that knee that's the bent knee. 5 more. Inhaling back up. And release. Okay, now we're going to move that chair out. I'm going to do a seated, if I were on my hands and knees, I'd be calling this a cat series, alternating, arching the back and pressing out through the belly. So we'll just call it a spinal movement here. Exhale, round the back, look down toward the floor. Inhale, belly out, head up, arching the back. Exhale. And back to sitting. All right, now let's come. All right, now that I have my chairs set, we're going to do a chair version of downward facing dog. To do that, I'm going to step away from the back of this chair and then hinge at my hips, bring my hands to the back of the chair, adjust so that I feel stretched out from tailbone through my torso and shoulders and arms. But your knees can be soft if you'd like. But work to try and make your back as flat as possible. And then we'll do 5 breaths here. Inhaling out. Come to mountain pose for 5 relaxing breaths. Full inhales, long exhale. This is 2. Relaxing your body.
High lunge with chairs.
Okay, now let's come to our standing part of the class. And have both chairs facing in toward me. I think I want to move this one out a little bit more, and the same for this one. And we'll make adjustments as we go. All right, standing in the middle, set our feet wide apart. I'm going to turn my right foot toward this chair, and the left one, same. Bring my hands to the back of the chair, press back into my heel, bend this right knee, and lift that back heel up off the mat. Try and keep the legs straight. A high lunge. Try and keep your body upright, shoulders back.
Switch sides.
And let your feet be as far apart as you can so that you can sink as deeply as you can, keeping your knee above your ankle. You don't want the knee to come forward to the ankle. Behind the ankle is okay. And
Warrior 2 with chairs.
we'll keep this left foot pointing toward the long edge of the mat. Turn the right one toward the chair for Warrior 2. Try and keep your body upright, not leaning forward. Arms parallel to the floor, and then we're looking out over our right fingertips.
Switch sides.
Warrior 2. And of course, you can have your hand on the chair if you need it. And
First warrior with chair.
turn back for a revolved warrior, and here we can have our hand on the back chair and bring the right arm up. So trying to keep the body facing toward the side of the mat.
Switch sides.
And release. Now the tricky one.
Humble warrior with chair.
Set our feet again for warrior 2. And we're going to bring our hand to the chair as we bend the knee. And I have the block down here. And I'm going to bring my hands to that block and lower myself down as far as I can. You could even use the chair turned toward you with your hands on the chair. Humble warrior. And keep this leg active. Coming up.
Switch sides.
Turn the feet. Bend the knee. Hand for support. Ready to come out.
Standing wide angle.
We're going to turn our feet and hands on the legs. Come forward, forward folding as far as is possible for you. Maybe you can use the blocks. Maybe keep the hands on the legs. Whatever works, whatever gets you doing it. Walk our feet in together.
Mountain pose.
And that's the 4 poses of our warrior series. First a high lunge, which is very close to warrior 1. Then we do warrior 2, reverse warrior, and finally the humble warrior, and finishing with a relaxation in mountain pose. And we did that 6 breaths through, and we're going to do it again this time. We're going to do it 4 breaths, and then we'll do it a 3rd time for 2 breaths each.
High lunge with chairs.
And high lunge on the other side. A variation really of warrior 1. And turning back to the other side.
Warrior 2 with chairs.
This time, remember, the foot is toward the long edge of the mat.
Other side. Reverse warrior with chair.
Other side.
Humble warrior with chair.
Other side. Feet turn toward the side.
Standing wide angle.
Walking my feet in.
Mountain pose.
4 breaths. And the last time, this time 2 breaths each pose, and this time I'm going to run through the whole thing without switching for each individual pose. I'm going to do all the poses on the right side, then I'm going to switch and do all the poses on the left side.
High lunge with chairs. Warrior 2 with chairs. Reverse warrior with chair. Humble warrior with chair. High lunge with chairs. Warrior 2 with chairs. Reverse warrior with chair. Humble warrior with chair. Standing wide angle. Mountain pose.
And there we have. All right, we'll set these aside. I'll turn the chair a bit of an angle as we do the last part of what we're going to do. With our strap this time, sitting up nice and tall, take the strap, place it around the ball of the right leg, and lift that leg high as you can. Left leg, thigh coming straight out from the hip, knee right over the ankle. We'll take the strap in the right hand and bring that leg as far over as we can. And then over across the other side. Center and lower. Place the strap around the ball of the left foot. Extend the leg and lift high. Out to the left. And across the right. A little cramp. Release. And we'll end up with a few breaths in a seated version of corpse pose. Sitting with a nice tall spine, shoulders back, broad across the chest, ending as we began. Tuning into the breath, scanning the body, releasing tensions. Stay as long as you'd like. May our bodies be strong, relaxed, and healthy. May our minds be calm, clear, and serene. May our hearts be filled with loving kindness, and may we live our lives in harmony with our true inner selves. May we be friendly toward the joyful, compassionate toward the suffering. May we celebrate the good in others and remain impartial to their faults and imperfections. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Hands in prayer to our hearts, we bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Have a good day, and we'll see you the next time. Pause, take a screenshot, and print for your later use.
I hope you'll subscribe and share these videos.